The cold feeling in her stomach was spreading higher, up where it touched her heart. She shoved back her chair and got up. "I'm going up to my room. I've got to find my history notes." "But you haven't eaten," Mrs. James exclaimed, gesturing toward the plate of scrambled eggs and toast, still untouched on the table. "I'm sorry," Julie said. I guess I'm too excited." She could feel her mother's worried gaze upon her as she left the table. Even after she was out of eyesight, the worry stayed with her as she climbed the stairs and went down the hall to her room. "Mom knows too much," she thought. "She has this funny way of knowing more than you ever tell her." "I've never seen such a change in anybody," her mother had said. "I can almost pinpoint the day." "But you can't," Julie told her silently. "Not really. And you shouldn't try. Please, Mom, you shouldn't ever try." She entered her bedroom and shoved the door shut. It closed with a sharp click, and her mother was left behind, back down in the breakfast room with the uneaten eggs and the coffee pot. The room closed protectively around her, a perfect room for a teenage girl who was pretty and loved and happy with herself, a girl who had never had a problem. Her mother had had the room decorated for her a little over a year ago, on her 16th birthday. "We'll have it done in any color you want," she had said. "You can choose." "Pink," Julie had said immediately. It was her favorite color, the one she wore most often, even though she had red hair. There was a pale pink t-shirt in the farthest corner of her closet, buried behind the other clothes. It had been new that night last summer. "You look like a rosebud with freckles," Ray had teased her. The shirt looked great on her, but she had never worn it after that night. She would have given it away if she had not been afraid that her mother might remember it sometime and ask what had become of it. Now she seated herself on the end of her bed, drawing deep, slow breaths while the cold within her faded and her heart grew still. "This is dumb," Julie told herself firmly. "It's been almost a year since the thing happened. It's over and done with, and I swore to myself I'd never think about it again. If I let myself get this uptight over some innocent little comment of Mom's, I'll wind up right back where I started, an absolute basket case." Across from her in the oval mirror over the bureau, another Julie looked back at her, pale and unsmiling. "I have changed," she thought with mild surprise. The girl in the mirror bore little resemblance to last year's Julie. Bubbly, bouncy, spark plug of the pep squad, the cheerleader with the smallest size and the biggest yell. This girl had shadows behind her eyes and a tightness about the mouth. "You're going to Smith," Julie told herself. "Just keep that in mind, will you? You're getting out of here in only a couple of months. You won't be going to the university, you'll be going east, away from this town and the road and the picnic area above it. You won't be running into Ray's mother at the drugstore. You won't see Barry on campus or Helen on television. You'll be out, free. A new place, new people, new things to do and think about, a whole new set of things to remember." She felt steadier now. Her breathing was slow again and even. She picked up the letter from Smith, which she had dropped on the bed beside her, and looked again at her name, neatly typed on the official-looking envelope. She would take it to school with her, she decided. There were people there she could show it to. Not to any other students especially. There wasn't anyone she was that close to this year. But Mr. Price, her English teacher, would be happy for her, and Mrs. Busby, who taught American Studies. And tonight when Bud came over, she would show it to him. He'd be impressed, and sorry maybe, because she would be going away. Bud had been calling so often recently that it was possible he was getting more serious than he should be. It would be good for him to realize that this relationship wasn't going to go anywhere, that it was just for now, and in the fall she would be somewhere else. There was a rap on the bedroom door. "Julie?" her mother asked. "Are you keeping track of time, dear?" "Yes. No, I guess I wasn't." Julie got up off the bed and opened the door. "I was just sitting here, gloating over the acceptance. Honestly, I'd just about given up hoping."